Hello. What is going on, people? Time is 10:45 a.m. Oh wow. Yeah, that's crazy. Sorry, I should have had this mic set up before I started recording. Gonna do a Logic Pro stream for a track called Blood Boil. And conceptually, it's about spiritual attack, which a lot of my life seems to be centered around spiritual attack as a Christian. Excuse me, I'm drinking beer. I just wanted to loosen up. You understand. Blood Boil. It's about a attack that Satan launches on me frequently because I'm a Christian. Been a Christian since 2002. As soon as I became a Christian, it was some weird things that jumped off with that situation in itself. But I've been under attack ever since then. It's been pretty intense. I'm on disability. I can't work. I can't even fucking work. But I can make music, right? But he even attacks me when I do this shit. He's all up in my ears doing all kinds of weird shit. The song is called Blood Boil because a couple of years ago, he started doing this thing where he makes my body temperature just go through the ceiling, like really hot, dangerously. I can tell it's dangerous that my body's heating up this much. And then he starts stabbing me and making it feels like my blood's gonna boil. And I get the pins and needles and itchiness simultaneously. Imagine how that would make you feel if your body temperature just went through the ceiling suddenly and you start itching all over your body and getting stabbed with pins and needles all over your body. You would start raging, right? You would start raging. But you have to control the rage, man. Because rage is, unfortunately, a pretty useless emotion. You know? It's pretty useless. You can't stay in a state of anger and rage, man. It's unproductive. It's useless. It's good for nothing. It doesn't solve problems. Some people think they're solving problems by raging out and getting angry. It doesn't solve anything. It's going to make everything so much worse. So I try not to rage when this happens. But we are going to make a banging ass, angry ass track right now. So get ready. Time is 10:47. 10:47. Can I work with something like this? That one doesn't seem hard enough for me. It needs to be angry. Neither does that one. That one could be angry. We could make something angry out of that. That's a top kick, though. You need a bottom to go with that. Let me think. That could work. I could easily see that working. Let's start there. Let's start there. Let's start there. Does it need to be a little bit faster in order to be angry? Not really. Why are they messing up my little transport thing here? They keep screwing that up. Okay. Get another sip of my little IPA here. Yes, anger doesn't solve problems. You want to quell the beast within. Whenever you start getting angry, Satan might be attacking you, making your ass angry. He knows how to make you angry. He literally has a throttle installed in your body. And if he goes like this, he can rev you up. He's done it to me before, and I see him do it to other people. And it's terrible that they don't know he's doing it. We're going to start there, because that sounds pretty angry. It needs to be a little faster. I swear, Logic did some weird stuff with their transport and everything, man. Oh, come on. I can't see I can see the time. I can't see the tempo at all. It's not even there. Speed it up a little bit. Maybe that'll work. Today's the last day of Movement Festival. I don't think I'm going, though. Yeah, don't let Satan make your blood boil, people. He's a blessing blocker. But that's okay, because I just came from Trader Joe's and bought this beer. Man, it's raining beautiful women right now. It's raining beautiful women. The Lord is looking out for me because I'm going through a troublesome situation. had Satan block a blessing. I think I met my soulmate like 5 or 6 years ago. Satan jumped into attack mode, dog. Blocked it. I didn't even know it was happening. I did not know it was happening at all. But guess what? He sank the battleship. He definitely sank the battleship. I'll promise you that. Because, ain't no way I could be with this girl now. She's more like an enemy than anything. It's okay, because I've been into these stores, malls, and all these places. It's a tsunami of honey dips swarming around the West Bloomfield area. It's a doggone punani tsunami, baby. And I'm getting rained on, and I like it. So I'm not going to worry too much. Something's not adding up with this beat. Something's off. I see. That didn't sound bad. The little double kick drum. Let's make it a little bit crazier. It's supposed to be an angry track. I don't know what I was trying to accomplish with that. Let's not do that. We can work with that. I think we can work with that. Good thing God is merciful. It never feels good when Satan blocks a blessing that large. It never feels good. But you got to keep moving, baby. You got to keep it moving. What can I do with this? I don't want to compress the kick yet. I want to jump right into the anger. I don't even want to waste time. Let's jump right into the anger. Let's find something angry. But there's also a, peace within the storm kind of a thing, Nah, that's not angry enough. That might be angry enough. Ooh, that sounds angry as hell. I like that shit. Ooh. Feel me? That's the Arturia Mini Freak plugin from Arturia V Collection. Let's do that. Let's do this. Oh my Lord Jesus. Ooh. You see where this is heading, right? Don't act like you can't see where this is heading. We're going to go ahead and open that filter and it's going to get disgustingly furious. I don't know, man. I already want to compress the kick. It's a little early to compress the kick. You always need that compression on your kick drum. There's never a case where you don't need it compressed. So might as well do it right now, baby. We're experiencing a Punani tsunami. Maybe I should make a track called Punani Tsunami. It's a storm, but it's a good one. Praise Jesus. Y'all feeling that? I'm gonna do that one more time because that whole entire thing was amazing. If you don't believe Satan's attacking your life, you're most likely wrong. The son of a bitch is clever. He's very subliminal. It's actually a very unfair advantage, and people don't even think the guy exists. He has an unfair advantage. With me, the attacks are obvious, but he even fooled me. Like with this girl I was in love with for so long. I didn't know he was attacking the situation. I should have known. Because I dropped the ball with it like 30 times. Now we're going to add a nice little snare. What happened to my shit here? What's going on here? Okay. We need a snare. We need snares. Give me a snare, Jesus. And Jesus delivers. And Jesus delivers. Ask and you will receive. You hear that? We gotta put a flam on that. That needs a flam. It's lit. Don't let Satan block your blessing, people. He's very adept. Oh, something got. Ooh, something got. What the hell happened? Oh, I messed up. No big deal. Didn't copy it right. Well, since it is a spiritual war, I do want to add something to make it sound spiritual. It can't be nothing but anger, right? It is a blood-boiling situation, man. Me blood boil, man. I think we need some pads. To chill it out a little bit. Let's chill these Mickey figures out. But it's very angry. I love the anger. I don't like when people are angry at me, though. I don't like it. Kind of cool. I think we can find something better though. That's kind of cool. Just something to fill up the space so it's not empty sounding. It's not even that serious. It's really just a space filler, that thing there. I'm feeling this quickly. We've only been doing, what, 10 minutes streaming? I think it's time to add some damn hi-hats, baby. First of all, I got so many synthesizers it'll make your head spin. So we're gonna let that do that, and we're gonna come over here. We're gonna play something else, and then we're gonna put some hi-hats and some percussive elements in here. Let's get into the Logic Drum Machine Designer. And if you guys aren't using Logic, you are missing out on all their wonderful drum kits. They got wonderful drum kits, so many. I mean, your drums are definitely, they're happening in Logic Pro. I don't care what's going on. 15 minutes, we all got a solid concept already. Okay, let's go here. Load up the drum kit. Something's missing. What the hell's missing? Electronic drums. What about Alphabet City? I never used that before. I would say it's about to get lit, but it's already lit. It's already lit. I literally think I used that kit already. I don't think that's not the one either. We'll find one. There's some usable elements in there. That one sound, that's like the only sound I would want to use. Well, let's see what happens. That adds something. Okay, let's change the configuration here to something little. 132, 16. Let's go to 132. Let's turn the quantize off real quick. Turn the quantize off really quick. Because we're going to do 32s, 30-second notes. Sounded kind of lit. I want a little something else here, right? In this part here, I want a little something else. Ooh, I like that. I like that. When we start doing things like that, you want to pan it left and right. Don't get me wrong. It sounds good without hi-hats, but let's be real. You gotta put some hi-hats in there. You gotta put some high hats. Bro, the importance of having like multiple kits loaded up and already launchable in your session, just ready to launch. I'm just saying, because I got a hi-hat kit that I built out of samples that I own, and I put it in a template of Drum Machine Designer, and I made my own little kit, and I keep it open in every session, every single session. I have one for percussion, I have one for claps, I have one for open hats, I have one for close hats, I have one for snares. I need to do one for toms. I haven't done that yet. But Logic is acting weird with creating new kits. Feel me? I still get somebody dancing. I promise you that. We need a little something else. A little something else. It's just not enough for me. It's never enough. So make a track called Never Enough. That's the one I want. Ooh. That's the Juno 6 V, Arturia V collection. Let's see if we can make it sound a... Ooh, that's hot, bro. That is hot. Little LFO on that. Ooh, that's very hot. I like it. It's not too angry, right? You got to control your anger. So imagine me getting attacked by Satan as a Christian. He's making my blood boil. He's raising my temperature up to ungodly, unsafe levels and stabbing me with pins and needles simultaneously and making me itch all over my body. That would make you rage. The rage is instant when he does that to me. It's instant. That's not the only thing he does. He does all kind of shit. You get on Team Jesus, then you can really overcome all that. So, because I'm walking by the Spirit, even though I'm drinking a beer, I'm walking by the Spirit. I don't let the rage overtake my life, and people have to learn. No matter what you go, don't rage. Don't let the rage get to you, man. It's unproductive. It's counter-conducive to everything. I've been getting my ass handed to me by Satan for 22 years, 24 years. And I don't let it turn me into a rage-filled beast for the most part. I don't. It has happened, though. It has happened. It has happened. But you can't let it get to you. I feel like I'm gonna jump on the jump bus. I want to do something to make this Mini Freak sound even better. Let's get a little EQ on that. A little more bass on that. That's the very wonderful Lindell PX 500 EQ from Plug-in Alliance. Sweetened it up, a little more lows, boosted the top end a little bit to give it more resonance. I would like to introduce the Model D at some point. And until the Mini Freak gets boring, we're not gonna bring in the Model D. Once it gets boring, but I'm not bored yet with that little bass line. Very simple, very elegant, very angry. I like that. It needs that. Let's just play a little something. I don't believe in rehearsing. I just believe in playing. Okay, I think this sounds amazing personally. Obviously, I think there needs to be some kind of drop, some kind of build up. I feel like the Mini Freak still needs more processing, so we're gonna put a bit crusher on it just to experiment with the timbre of it. We're gonna put the Decimort 2 by D16. Decimort 2, D16 Decimort 2 is a wonderful bit crusher. See what that did? You hearing that? It has a wonderful filter with a cutoff and a resonance. And watch me play around with this. I'm going to do that there. I'm going to do that at the next measure 2. You see how freaking angry that sounds? It's what I'm trying to convey to you. The devil is the author of anger. Now the Lord Almighty, he has something called judgment and wrath. But he doesn't like to use it unless it's necessary. The devil just do it to whenever he fucking wants to. I feel like that needs a sidechain now. Because I processed it, I made it bigger, right? So now it needs a sidechain. I use the cable box for sidechaining. Cable Guy's shaper box for sidechaining. You hear the difference? It's not interfering with my kick now. Let's get on the drum bus and sweeten it up a little bit. All your drums need to be all your drums need to go to a bus. For further processing and EQing, all your drums need to go to a bus. So we're gonna put an EQ on the drum bus right now. Never used this one. This one's messy sounding. Ooh, I've never used this one before. Analog Obsession, tuba. It worked. It definitely did it. That did a good job. Wow, very simple plugin. I wish I could show you a screenshot of this plugin. It's so simple. It's got a low frequency boost and a high frequency boost. That's all it has. And a level. It's got a low high gain. It's got a mic line. Got a very few simple controls. You always need an equalizer on your drum bus because once you start making different sounds, introducing different sounds into the mix, your drums can get lost in the mix. You don't want that. So as you can see, I boosted the frequencies of the lows and the highs in the drums. It's almost time to introduce a different bass line, almost. I feel like I could keep it naked for at least a measure, or something simple to go with it. Why not just let that go one more time? Because it sounds good naked like that. You always don't need a ton of things going on in your track. You don't always need that. Let's go one measure with just that. And the next measure we'll do something different, introduce other elements. You know, I should almost open up the filter and leave it open. I don't think so though. I don't think so. That's the subliminal nature of cutoff filter. See how it's open now? You can hear it. It sounds better when it's closed sometimes. It sounds better when it's open sometimes. You don't want to fully open it. You want it to just travel. Because if I open it up all together and leave it open, I can't do anything else to the mix. It's going to take up the whole frequency spectrum. It'll take up the whole... You won't be able to add anything to it. sound. That's the Mellotron, but I can't use that right now. Turn that off and get something else. I might not need the Model D on this one. I got it turned on. I might not need it. Ooh, I like that. I love that shit. That's fucking beautiful. Damn, that's also angry as hell. I love it. It's okay to do angry music, people. Don't be angry at your fellow man, though. This is the proper place to put the anger. Don't be lashing out at people. It creates enemies. It creates a literal enemy situation. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. If I played this at Movement, what the fuck you think would happen? Take a wild guess. The crowd would go nuts, but they didn't book me. Nothing but love. I don't care. Okay, I'm gonna add some bus compression to the whole track now, because we're getting to the midpoint of the track where it's actually almost done. 2 minutes in. There's only about 2 or 3 minutes left in this track, so we're gonna add some bus compression. It's gonna make it sound better. It almost doesn't need it, but I love to do it anyway. Here's the difference between the compressor engaged on the bus, the master bus, and without. This is without the compression. I'm using Stillwell's Bombardier compressor. It's a bus compressor. It's a wonderful compressor. So now it's not engaged. I'm going to engage it right now. You hear the difference? Now it sounds like a record. Ron Murphy would say, that sounds like a record now. Ron Murphy was a mastering engineer. He passed away, God rest his soul. He did a lot of the Detroit techno mastering for a lot of the producers in the area. He would say, that sounds like a record. That's a hot one. That's a hot one. I do feel like it's time to introduce the Model D now, because I got the Model D. As you can see, that's the Behringer Model D. It's a bad machine. When I drop that in, y'all gonna trip out. It's almost not necessary though. We're 2 minutes in. I could almost just like. We're gonna make it happen though. That sounds like the track is ending, but it's not what's happening here. I could make it a 3-minute track, but I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna bring the Model D in here because I paid. You hear that? Let's just play a melody and hope it goes well. How about that? So we captured, we nailed something useful. We did. We're gonna do it, baby. Now I gotta record that to audio, obviously, because let's see. Let's make sure. Let's do it. We nailed that one. We'll do one more take on that. That one's good. That one's good. We're gonna do one more. That's a Moog clone, baby. And they nailed it. Nailed that too. God is good. Love that LFO. That's the kookiness, the kooky shit. I'm out of beer. So we're gonna wind this down. It's 2 minutes and 40. How long are we at here? We're at 2 minutes and 47 seconds. Track is basically done, man. I'm gonna do one more take on the Model D. One more. Let's do one more take. Nice. Okay, that's good. We're gonna add some more elements. That's enough Model D. That's 3 measures of Model D. We're going to do something else. We're going to add some other elements right now, though. I like that. I'm gonna run with that. I like that. I might need a side chain on the Model D, maybe, but it would be very subtle. It would not be for creative effect. It would be more for just engineering purposes. Might be interfering with my kick a little bit. Little bit. Put a tiny bit of a side chain on that. Very subtle. Subtle side chain. See how it's cleaner? It's not interfering with my bass. Put your headphones on. It's not interfering with my bass now. The bass is still cutting through. Little low end boost on the kick drum. About 3.5 dB on there. It's almost a done deal, people. It's time to add something else in terms of bass. About 50 minutes into this session, As you can see, it only takes about an hour to produce a really solid tune, if you know what you're doing. Little change. Let's close the filter on that. Add some vibrato. I like that. It's almost time to end the track, people. That's over 3 minutes. I think a good track should only be less than 4 minutes. You know me though, I'm not going out like no sucker. We're gonna add something else. Let's get the Korg MS-20 pawn the case, man. Korg MS-20 pawn the case, man. I like a nice little, really just dark sounding sequence. Really nice art. That fits the bill. You hearing that? That shit. Are you feeling that? That's hot. Wow, bro. That's beautiful, man. It's really hot. That is so beautiful, man. God is so good to me. Pay attention to how many times I landed on a preset and it was the exact one I needed. That's called Jehovah Jireh, my provider, baby. Everybody doesn't get that treatment. I mean, if you want proof, there's your proof. I didn't really drop the bass out. We gotta drop everything out real quick. All I need is a weird effect. I'm not gonna make an epic fucking breakdown because the track itself is epic. You don't really. I mean, if I was Deadmau5, maybe I'd try to do an epic breakdown. You know, it ain't even necessary because to me the track is already epic. I just need to add some weird effects. Maybe it'll be Maybe it does need an epic breakdown. I feel like that effect was great, but I want a little something extra. Because I do think it's epic. You might want to give it the epic attention to your little bass drop situation. Wow. That's amazing, bro. I gotta open that filter a little bit though. The filter's kind of messing it up. Where the hell is the filter? That may not be the right sound, but it's the right idea. Might not be the right sound. Finding the right sound here. That's the right sound. That's the right sound. Do one more run on that little sound there. Might have to move some of those notes around. Track is basically over, people. Like Eddie Murphy. One hour and 5 minutes coming up on the stream time. That's how long it takes to make a wonderful thing if you got Jehovah in your corner. If you got the Lord on your side, baby, it ain't a problem. I guess 30 years of experience helps too. Yeah, we're gonna end it off here. I love the simplicity of this, man. A wonderful thing. We managed to use the Model D, and I love using my Model D. It's wonderful. I hope I don't catch analog fever and buy like 10 more synthesizers. I hope that doesn't happen. That can happen sometimes. You really only need one analog synth. If you ask me, you only need one. Not really. hate to end it so abruptly. It's only been an hour. I could start the other track too. The other track is called Perfect Opportunities. I could do that immediately after this, but I have to run up to the store and get another beer. Or go get some food from Plum Market, or I got a $5 coupon from Plum Market. I get some Perfect Opportunities lining up. It's been happening, people. We've been experiencing a raining down of a tsunami of female options. It's a punani tsunami. I hate to be blunt, but it's a punani tsunami happening in my life. Because God doesn't want me to suffer. He doesn't want me to suffer. I'm not suffering for nobody. If you're trying to make me suffer, I'll just exit your life and find another wife. That's the end of the track. I'm either gonna go to somewhere to get something to eat, Plum Market or somewhere, come back. Maybe I'll go to a restaurant and get a nice little Bloody Mary, come back, and we'll do the other track, which is called Perfect Opportunities. Imagine what that's gonna sound like, people. But this track is over. I could take it from the top and listen to it, but what I need to do next is get it on the speakers, because we're in the headphones now. Get it on the speakers and listen to it. That's the end of the track, though, by the way. 5-minute track. Okay. It took me 1 hour, 8 minutes, and 21 seconds to do that. Because Jehovah's my Father, and Jesus is my Savior, baby. We don't play around over here in this kingdom. We don't play around. And when people play around with us, well, they get played around with. And I have no resentment whatsoever. Maybe a little. But what I'm saying to you is we just finished a marvelous track because Jesus helped me. You know, I didn't even have to ask the dude. That's how close we are. You want to make hot tracks? Befriend Jesus. He'll hook you up, bruh. And don't act like, well, I can't be Christian. I like to drink. What the hell you think was in this glass the whole stream? It was beer. And don't say beer made me do this, because beer will actually lessen your focus. It won't make it better. I got Jehovah, I got Jesus, I got the Holy Spirit. We're going to upload this video to YouTube, maybe even TikTok. We're going to get this on the speakers, mix it down. We might go get some lunch or brunch. It's 12 noon. Might be time for brunch. Come back, do Perfect Opportunities, which is the title track of the single. But for now, we're going to save that. We're going to cut, because that's a finish. That's a done deal. Amen. That's a done deal. That's definitely a done deal. That's the end of the stream, people. If you want to check my YouTube later, you might actually find another production stream. It'll be called Perfect Opportunities. So, nothing but love, peace and love to all mankind. No beef, no hardship. No hard feelings, none of that. But life goes on. We'll see you later.